the lizards or whatever.
Today, aren't we?
I know, we are very political. You know, we don't... I'm not saying I believe in lizards. I'm not saying I believe in the lizards, but like I feel like there's a possibility of the lizards.
IVTV. IVTV. IVTV.
Hello everyone and welcome back to IVTV, the show where I, Ivy, do a TV. Now for this episode, I have a very special guest in store. I have the one, the only, Katie Hall, 1/3 of Chroma. She's getting ready to drop a new album, 25 Forever. We're going to get into that. But first, hi Katie.
Hiya, babes.
How are you, hun?
I'm good, yeah. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm like, do you know what? The end's in sight now. It's like, it feels like the year of the horse is fast approaching.
She's coming. When does Lunar New Year start, actually?
It's actually like in a week, but actually by the time this comes out, it would have already happened.
It will have already happened.
That TikTok I saw of that woman who said, you're going to have £8,000 in your bank account, that might already
had come to fruition.
And I might be watching this back with £8,000 in my... Well, she said dollars, but you know.
Okay, that's banging. That's good. And everyone could do with £8,000.
Yes. So when you believe, things can happen. Now, we've got a very exciting episode.
Yeah, we're shedding.
We are shedding. We're shedding truths, we're shedding illusions, falsehoods, we're talking politics, usually I start off the podcast with a section, it's called What You Saying.
What am I saying?
What You Saying. So I want you to tell me about something that you are currently obsessed with.
Oh, what am I currently obsessed with?
Something you can't get enough of.
I'm listening to a lot of Cameron Winter and Geese at the moment.
Okay.
I was quite late to the party, but...
I've got a clue who that is. I don't know who that is.
It's just like indie music. Also,
okay.
What's called? I was doing a cover supervisor shift the other day in like a Welsh language high school, and one of the naughty boys shouted out like Epstein. So I'm currently like, I don't know, just reading all the news articles about the Epstein files which come out.
Have you seen Naomi Campbell?
Oh no, I haven't seen that yet. It's fucking all coming out,
She's deleted all her comments. She's muted all of it because the files show that Adele's in there as well, but she only gets mentioned. I don't think she actually...
Yeah, Zayn Malik got mentioned as well.
But I think it's probably him being like, concert or...
No, it was him.
I think Chroma was in there as well.
No, I think he was like speaking about like hashtag Free Palestine, and then it was Jeffrey Epstein and someone else speaking about, I don't know, celebs who were using that hashtag and advocating for the Palestinians and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyway, so I'm kind of low-key, watching the news at the moment.
My thing is...
Not obsessed, just curious.
But the thing with the Epstein of it all is, all these people that say, oh, I didn't know. He was convicted in 2008.
I know, Prince Andrew.
Over 10 years before any of the Andrew shit, any of the one that he's known for. Yeah. He had already been in 2008 convicted of something to do with a minor. That was like news. That was like a known thing. And all these other celebs and things, since then, between then and when he got done again, they must have known. They must. I'm sorry, but like Naomi Campbell, like, bitch, come on.
I know, it's just gross, isn't it? It's absolutely
And I love
gross.
that face. America. It was like the face. Did you watch The Face?
Oh, what was that?
It was the British version of America's Next Top Model, but with Naomi Campbell.
Right, okay. Or with Naomi.
You can watch it on YouTube. It's amazing. It's incredible.
I'm going to have to watch it.
And she's like, I'm going to go out and pick 3 new girls, and don't you even dare me not to do it, because I will.
Didn't she like chuck a mobile phone at like an assistant or something?
Was that on the plane or
something like that. She got done for assault, didn't she?
There was that. There was the blood diamond stuff with one of the princes. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was
Didn't she have like her own like I don't know, like charity or something that turned out to be dodgy as well?
There was the charity. Yeah. She's repeated so many offences, and people just give her like a complete pass. And I'm like, I'm not being funny. Yeah, and it's like. I don't know. I think at this point, like, when there's that many things, you've just got to be like, where there's smoke, there's fire at this point. And there's a fucking huge fucking...
And you're in the
Inferno.
Epstein files,
Yeah.
like...
We got a section called Ripping Off That One Podcast. So you answer a question from our previous guest, and then you're going to ask a question to the next guest.
Okie dokie.
So the question is, what are your hopes for society in the next year?
Okay, so my hope is that Reform UK don't get as many seats in the Senedd elections as they predicted to get, which is a really scary thing. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm awful for having the blinkers on with like the news and stuff, because it's grim. But I think even now more than ever, people need to be more active in calling out people with far-right ideologies. Particularly in Wales, it's an ugly thing in Wales.
Yeah, I don't
But,
know.
Yeah, no. But like we were saying earlier, we were saying like the fucking flags, like when you see like an English, like it was called King George's flag in Wales, like I saw one in Barry the other day. It's just you're obviously someone who, like, you know, follows the far right, like GB News.
It's a dog whistle.
Fucking wanker. And we need to be calling it out more in Wales. And yeah, having conversations with people. And there's a song on the album, the first song, which really addresses like my feelings about that. And I think like in particularly tough times, people are like easily radicalized, and I think like the press as well is like marginalized people, and it's fucked.
Do you feel like it's interesting because you're saying that obviously the album, there is like a bit of a political element to it? Like, do you feel as though your music is a form of activism?
I would hope so. Sometimes I don't feel like I do enough. You know what I mean? Like, my housemate Raven is like an activist, literally on like the front line with like Quibina protesting against like the far right in Barry, like as in stop doing protests outside of temporary accommodation, you fucking wankers. The hotels, and it's like it's not just, you know, asylum seekers and stuff like that. It's, you know, people who are homeless, like, and, you know, right now in the UK, it's, you know, more common than ever that people are becoming like homeless, and, you know, it's tough. It's really tough. It's just fuck off.
The cost of living,
all of that. And, you know, refugees are coming to this country because, you know, where they're from is not safe to be, and people need to be more empathetic and understanding and look at the bigger picture. Like, you know, why are we living in like circumstances which are like kin to the 1800s? Like, you know, people need to eat.
And it's not on the refugees or the immigrants. It's actually, we have a lot more in common with them than we 100%. Perhaps would like to believe, some of us. It's actually about considering, it's like I had Quibina on, she was saying it's about the class solidarity. We've completely lost that sense of class solidarity. Actually, if we work together, they don't like that. We're too powerful. It's like knowing who the real enemy is.
It's like, it's a poison. Like someone like Nigel Farage has been like poisoning like politics in the UK for donkey's years now. And I just feel like, you know, these voices, you know, shout loudly, like in order to push us down and oppress us like further. And yeah, these people are so like riled up with hate that, you know, they try and berate you into silence. But, you know, now more than ever, it's really important that I think people in Wales, you know, vote and stand up for what's right and, you know, have these conversations, because like they're not even from Wales. Like that's the thing, is in you want to vote for like Reform UK.
He lives in Bath.
He lives in Bath, like, you know.
Oh, but he says, oh, I live in Bath, but I have got a home in Wales. It's part of my portfolio.
Fuck's sake.
That's what he said, yeah.
And then you've got like places in, you know, the countryside in Wales where people can't even afford to buy a house where they're fucking from. Like, it's, what do we want? Like a country full of fucking holiday homes? Like, yeah, there needs to be more restrictions on it. Like, there's literally a housing crisis. You know, happening in Wales and the UK at the moment. People can't afford their rent, people can't afford to live. Like, and I don't know, blaming people who have just fled war and, you know, like horrible violence is not the way forward. It's not like, it makes you a cunt, like, to do that. It makes you a cunt to do that. So, yeah, that's what I think of that. But what I'm hoping for is more empathy and more, like, solidarity in Wales, you know? Because we're lush, you know what I mean? The good bits are
like...
The
values of the Wales and the history. You think about how Wales actually came about. Wales, if you were Welsh, that actually used to mean, like, foreigner. The foreigners is what they called the Welsh. And then they invaded, they took the lands. You know, we've got a massively... history of colonization, and it's like, you know, you look at all these other countries that have, like, you know, we have more in common, and it transcends a person's race, it transcends all these things. Like, we're powerful together.
And I've got friends who are like refugees and people, you know, and they love Wales. They love, like, you know, the best bits of Wales, you know, the kindness, the fact that, you know, we like hold our heart on our fucking sleeve. Like, I'm very much like that in the way that I am. Emotional. I'm passionate. I'm passionate. I'm an emotional girl. But, like, you know, it's all of those good, lovely parts of Wales that, like, get shouted down by these fucking racists. You know what I mean? Like, with
but they see us as easy pickings, though, because I think the thing is, it's like, because obviously there's a lot of... Wales is historically, it has some of the most deprived areas in the UK.
We're fucking skint.
Like, if you look... But there's a reason that the South Wales Valleys was a particular target, was because these people that really did bear the brunt of a lot of, you know, what happened from the Thatcher days, and they're still suffering, and we're still seeing the consequences of that. People like Farage... They have a sniff for that, and they're able to then take advantage of people's fragility, and then have them look towards an enemy that isn't even the enemy.
Doesn't even exist. And it's nuts, isn't it? Like, picking on places which are predominantly white. Like, predominantly, like, deprived, and, you know, it's easy to say, okay, this is the reason for all of your problems. And
diagnose.
And it's like, actually, that's not the truth. But people need to wake up and having these conversations, and, you know, but having these conversations when they come up, like, the first song on the album is, like, kind of inspired by, you know, conversations you'd have, like, down the pub or with people, like, friends who are, like, my age. I'm like, you're not even, like, a weird old piece of gammon. Like, you're literally my age. We were in school together, and you're, like, spouting out this shit. Is like it really takes you by surprise, and it surprises you, but you need to be able to, like, challenge it very carefully, because there's no use in being like, you're a fucking far right piece of shit. That's not going to achieve anything. So, but yeah, sometimes it's really fucking knackering, but it's more important now than ever. Oh, I need to ask a question for the next guest, don't I?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That was amazing, by the way. So well spoken. Katie Hall for President, thank you.
God,
for the First Minister of Wales.
First Minister of Wales.
Yeah, take a seat,
so
Ines.
I think it's, it's projected, people hopefully, more Plaid, and people look at like, I don't know, other better parties to like just make sure that these fucking idiots don't get into our Senedd. But yeah, my question for the next guest would be, oh God, I haven't even actually thought of a question. I need to think of one.
You do?
I do.
It could be anything. It could be like, when was the last time you shit yourself? I don't know.
Okay, something like that.
It doesn't have to be. But I was trying to think of an example.
An example.
What's your favourite vegetable? Hang on. I'm just going to fucking check it. I'm paranoid now.
Are you
this
paranoid?
Is like, it's like set me off.
Oh.
I've got like paranoid delusions. It's like, yeah.
If you could go anywhere in the world,
Oh, yeah.
what's it called, on holiday, all expenses paid, where would you go?
I got mine.
I got mine. I don't know actually. Yeah, no, I do have mine.
What's yours?
I think I would go traveling Southeast Asia. Yeah. Southeast Asia and Australia. Basically, I'd take like a year off and go traveling. But yeah, go to Korea again. It was fab.
But all expenses paid. That means
All
you can like
expenses
stay
paid.
in a nice fancy hotel.
Fancy
right?
hotel, like
White
Paris
Lotus.
Hilton.
That's what I want. I want like the white. No, I literally Thailand, Parker Posey. Have you seen that show?
I love it. Oh, so good.
She's amazing.
So good.
With the lorazepam and the Tiam, Piper. She's. I literally want to
I feel like I really want to watch White Lotus again now.
Oh, she's incredible. She's incredible.
Oh, fab.
Oh my God. She did an amazing advert for the Super Bowl, which obviously that had its own controversy over the weekend. She just basically recreated the character. It was that extra. I feel like
pizzazz.
She should do something every day just to sort of like give out that energy, give back.
She needs like she got a TikTok.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be
great. Like a Julia Fox or a, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
these like influencers.
I love Julia Fox's TikToks.
She's incredible.
She's fab.
I'm autistic.
Is she autistic?
She is autistic. Yeah, she's got ADHD as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love her book.
I've got the audiobook I'm listening to at the moment. But like, if you got the audiobook,
so
it's like her vocal fries. You're like listening to like her being like. I was like a sex worker, and she's just like she's lived a life. Yeah.
She have. She's a legend. Yeah.
What's the if you could kind of like talk a little bit about the vibe, the tone of the album? How is it kind of different from your last album, your first album? Is it kind of what can people expect?
Yeah, I'm really proud of all of the songs on the album. I think like there was one song that is called, I'm not sure whether I'm allowed to speak about like song titles and stuff, but there's one song called The Coal Miner's Granddaughter, and that's on like the second half of the album. And I think like we put out loads of what's called good singles so far, and I'm really excited to like put out the next batch. But it really keeps me going. Music, it's all kind of the lyrics are really self-reflective, and I think we've kind of tried to like challenge ourselves really with kind of making an album and then getting it all kind of like over the line and stuff. It's good. It's good. It keeps me going, keeps me perky.
How does it feel to be working with a label and to have that experience and that?
We are really, really lucky to have the label that we do. Is called Alcopop. So we've been working with Alcopop for like the first album, and now they're doing like the second album with us. But like as an indie label, they're really good for like championing artists and kind of, just like the nice guys to be like, come on, keep going, because like I know independent music is like no small feat. Like there's no, I don't know, big record label behind you giving you, I don't know, a bunch of cash to kind of live off. You kind of have to have a job as well and kind of pay for the music and make sure that the project is kind of paying for itself. But yeah, I'm really grateful to get to album 2. I feel like with the kind of economic climate, it's more and more like expensive to make and tour and, you know, do all of these things like that would have been, I don't know, I'm not sure. I've only ever like done music during times of economic hardship.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's just your generation. Our
It's just my
generation
generation.
is like
Fucked.
yeah. But then it's, you know, we're looking now like what's it, Kate Nash, like she's got an OnlyFans to pay for her touring and all that, and it's like, you know, she's had some real bangers, you know, and it's like
yeah, one icon. I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
But that's just what people are having to do now, and I don't begrudge her at all. I don't think anybody should be judging how anyone has to make their money to be able to sustain their creative practice. I mean, you know, would you be open to an OnlyFans, or is that something?
I tell you what, like I've become more and more disenfranchised with actually like posting and using social media. I think if I was to start an OnlyFans, I just couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
It's work.
Labour.
It's labour. And like, I don't know, big up to like all of the sex workers. Like, that's hard work, you know?
Yeah.
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 And it is work. And yeah, like, it's just a sign of the times. You can't really, people don't want to pay for their music, so.
But I think it's really refreshing though, that like people like watching or listening, like they can know that you're someone who has had like great success in the time that you've, you know, been a musician.
Yeah.
But that even still, like, it's not all that it's cocked up to be. Like, you're still having to work a job. You're still, even with, you know, the things you've been able to do and the places you've been able to go, like, it's not like that easy.
I think as well as like circumstances, like it kind of ebbs and flows, whether you'll have like an employer who's understanding of being in a band. And like, I think for me, it kind of keeps me going, and music is very much like part of my soul. So it's something that I have to make and create. And, you know, if you don't have that passion behind you, like, I don't know, from any kind of social, economic background, like, I don't know, it's a really hard industry to be able to, I don't know, make and create. And I don't know, it's the best feeling in the world when you're releasing music and you know, it's over the line, like. And yeah, it's with the world then, and people can kind of like, I don't know, they form their own opinions on it.
Can I ask you, like, do you feel like there's a difference between like when you're making music versus when you're not? Like, in terms of like, what does that look like in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy the process of making like a record or like a body of work. I think like with this one, it was quite heavy towards the end of kind of like really drafting and thinking really a lot about like lyrics and stuff like that, but I am the kind of person to do everything kind of last minute. So it's something that you can kind of sit with, and I think, for loads of the songs, I think I was just like reflecting quite a bit on, I don't know, things that happened, like personal experiences, and like I really try and put into the lyrics like what I kind of see in the world. And that can be quite, you know, in these crazy times, the news is grim. You know, we kind of like taking it all in and then tried to make, I know, some bangers out of it, innit?
What's been the response so far? I know you've dropped a few singles. Like, you're on Radio 6 with Hugh Stevens.
I know, I love Hugh Stevens.
Yeah.
Big up Hugh Stevens.
I'm not being funny, I did mix them up with the other Hugh that'll go nameless. I know, isn't that bad? It's bad. Like all Hughs. Not all Hughs.
Hugh,
not all.
Oh, he's lush, yeah.
Do you have like a favourite experience or moment, like reflecting on your body of work so far, something that you're particularly proud of?
Was called Foo Fighters, obviously. Yeah, that was 2024. So, we opened for Foo Fighters in Manchester. And I don't know, it was just like an insane time. But yeah, I was, at the time very, very, very chaotic. But I don't know. It was one of those things you kind of go on stage, you do it, and then you're like, oh, I want to do that again now. So to be able to kind of keep and maintain and have those experiences and, you know, play to those audiences, you've got to be a good musician. You've got to like at least try your best.
What do you think makes a good musician? Like, what is it?
Ooh.
Like, what's the X factor?
What's the X factor? I don't know. Passion. What's called? Just being good. Someone that you can see is trying their very best. And also, just creative and originality and artistry.
And what I like though is that, like, with the music that you make, you don't detach from your Welsh identity. I think it's very much a part of the music that you do create. So like for you, how important is it to have that sense of Welsh identity and to, you know, do you feel as though the Welsh music industry is kind of apart from other music industries? Like as an artist who like lives in Wales, Wales is a beautiful place and a really creative, country. Me, myself, my accent is like really Welsh, and I think that's kind of like hammered in now, so I'm not going to be able to change it. The frontal cortex is hardened, and this is my voice for life. Well, 25 forever. 25 is the cut-off point for the prefrontal cortex.
Yeah. So it's kind of like coming of age, or like I don't know. I think like I was quite like naive in my early 20s, and you've got to be able to have like lived and experienced and being like, okay, go through shit to make yourself a better person. Maybe.
Did you feel like you wanted to like escape Wales?
Sometimes.
As an artist?
Like, I love a little trip to London.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky that I've got mates who live there and will let me stay with them. And like, I think probably when I was like 25, I was like, oh yeah, I really want to go and do that. And yeah, that's how I would be able to find success. But actually really, like I've traveled the UK, you know, touring like with my art and stuff, and it's really nice to go to those places like as a musician and touring artist. You're like, yeah, that's me. You know what I mean? You kind of like experience places in like a different way, and I think like travel and stuff for me, I love touring. It's, you know, can be really hard, like, but it's also like the best thing in the world, like, and if you can make something that takes you to like different places, then it's class. It's so good.
What does success look like to you?
What does success look like to me?
On a personal level.
Sometimes, right, I do believe in manifestation. I think it's good to have like a goal and to like, you know, just be like, okay, think of something completely ridiculous that you would like to be able to have achieved. Like, and that's what happened like when we were early days with the band. It was like probably about 10 years ago. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to say 10 years ago. I'm now one of those people who says like 10 years ago. That's scary. 2020, 2016.
Oh my God. What happened in 2016? Oh, well, that guy got into power, and then what else? 2016. Oh, David Bowie died. That was 10 years ago.
I know, it's nuts, yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. R.I.P. David Bowie.
Yeah. And Carrie Fisher, she died that year. There's a lot of the greats died that year.
Yeah. And Alan, is that Alan Rickman? Professor Snape?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like back to back. Yeah. R.I.P.
Oh, we'll have no Harry Potter on this podcast. Get fucked.
Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, I know. It's so icky now, isn't it? It's like,
I can't.
I know.
But it's the ones who are still. It's like Helena Bonham Carter. Like she's
Yeah.
now completely just off her head. Like
Is she?
yeah, I'm just like.
She gone toothy.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the ones that kind of justify or.
Yeah. Try and like
insulate the damage of what she's doing, and it's just I don't want to give her attention, but not on this wholesome podcast. Last time I saw you was at your house. I was thinking I should do more like story time bits. Do you know about, did you get like a rundown of the situation?
I did get a rundown of the situation in the end.
I've said so many people about it.
The context was, I came home from work, I'd had like a kind of difficult day in work, and I was like, oh, I can't be asked to go out, but then my housemate was having people around, so the party came to me, and it was like magical, it was really nice.
I'm glad you had a magical time. I had a fucking horrible time. The party did come, the drama came too.
I know, it was all sorts going on. But like, I was like kind of like winding down to go to bed, but as in still like took part in the party a little bit. It was quite nice actually. But I remember just making like a cheese toastie. Like just being like...
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen, making a cheese toastie and like kind of eavesdropping a little bit.
Mate, my heart rate's going right now just thinking about it. I'm like, legit. I'm like, do you know what? I will cut this if I feel like it's too much to share. But just like a rundown for the viewers. Basically, listen, I like to spread my wings. I like to, you know, connect with people, vibe, that kind of thing. You know, there was you know, someone I liked who I'd been speaking to, and we were, you know, vibing, and you know, this had been like a month or more in the making. So like we had like we had the vibe, we had the connection going, right? But like before any of that even started, because he works at a place that I frequent. I'm now boycotting it. So I'm not saying which venue it is, but I'm just boycotting it. I don't want to subject myself to it, right? I like spoke to his co-worker and I was like, oh, I do kind of like fancy him. Like, I don't know. And she was like, I was like, should I ask for his number? And she said, oh no, I can give you his Instagram. And I was like, do you know what? I'll figure it out. And I did. And then I got his number, and then it was like, we were like, it was a thing. We were like hitting it off, right? And then fast forward to that night, before I even like, not got off with him, because we just like, it was a bit of, you know, mouth to mouth. But I asked her again, I said, hey, like, do you think I should, you know, go for it? And she was like, you do what feels right for you.
Solid advice.
And then I learned that the entire time I was speaking to him, and she knew I was interested in him, and she was like, yeah, go for it, go for it. They had been fucking, him and his co-worker. And then, yeah, the situations I'm put, I had no idea. I had like my spidey sense.
Yeah,
it
sometimes
was like,
you have spidey sense.
mate,
yeah.
I had my spidey, I had my intuition, I had like my gut instinct, and I was like, okay, just like, yeah. There was something, I remember like I saw her one time and I said like, yeah, no, I was like, and her face was like, I was like, something, I don't know. And then she gets upset because me and him are kissing, then she runs off, and then I like fucking...
Yeah, to be fair, people don't know their feelings sometimes.
Mate.
Yeah.
I know. I then went and was like, because I was like drunk. I'm like very like, I try and like, I'm a peacekeeper. I am a peacekeeper, even when it's to my own detriment, my own fault. And really, when I should have been reading that bitch, I fucking like consoled her, and I even encouraged them to speak together and to have the conversation, because he hadn't even told her. And then, yeah, he didn't tell me about her.
You were probably maybe a catalyst.
I was collateral.
Oh, babes.
Babes. I was the one She knew, he knew, they didn't know that each other knew, allegedly. I was the one who didn't know.
Yeah, I feel like I've been in that situation before. It's not nice.
Bitch, I have since learned that the reason that, and I have this from a very reliable source, the reason that she, this is like what my podcast works, for me to put people on blast, basically. The reason that she let me go ask him out while she was fucking him was because she didn't think I stood a chance with him because I was trans. Bitch. And I learned that. And I was like, this motherfucking bitch.
That's not nice.
No, it's not. It's like, and honestly, like, yeah, if you're listening, yeah, fuck you. And yeah. And it's like, I don't get an apology. I don't get a conversation. I don't get X, Y, Z. I'm pretty sure they fucking kissed and made up and all that shit. And it's like, for me, the reason I'm talking about this is because it's like, as a trans woman, you know, dating, relationships, just even any kind of relational thing, it's like there's that extra added layer of feeling as though you get treated differently.
Yeah, like second, yeah.
Because I'm not considered to be like a full woman, or I'm not considered to be, you know, just because I don't, you know, break down, cry, show necessarily emotion, I can be quite guarded. And it's like, you know, people think I don't need protecting, or I don't need, you know, care or consideration because I'm strong. And there's this thing of like the strong trans woman who's like kind of like, and it's like, I just don't.
You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be upset.
Yeah. And I fucking was. And it's like, I think it wasn't even that situation that triggered me, but it was like, it like opened like some kind of wound and some kind of thing. And it's like, I don't know. It honestly, like, as we're kind of coming to the end of the year of the snake, I feel like...
It's shedding. We're shedding.
But I didn't realise the amount of work that I hadn't gone through.
Right, okay,
and the things that I had told myself.
Right.
I've healed from that.
Okay. Well done. That's good.
I actually hadn't.
Yeah, oh, right, okay. Not so good.
But it's not good or bad. It's like, I think sometimes God or universe or whatever will give you a lesson.
Yeah.
You learn it, and then you'll say, I just want to check that you actually did get that lesson right. And so I am proud of myself because I did behave very differently. Okay. And I feel like I did hold my boundaries, and I really kind of laid things bare. And I think for me and for other women, especially trans women, it's like, you know, we have to make sure that we're not like looking outside of ourselves and like placing and centering our worth.
No, it's nothing to do with you. That that was nothing to do with you, but you're collateral.
But it's like, talk about feminism, because you know, because the work you do is massively feminist. Like, you know, it's, you know, there was no sense of like solidarity. There was no sense of, you know, woman to woman. I mean, she doesn't even, from what I can understand with her kind of attitude, she wouldn't even consider me to be a woman. So it's like, it's crazy to me. Yeah. But I'm surprised by that. I'm like, bitch, I could write an album. I could have
You could write an album. You should. God,
I could.
It's the best. It's generally the best.
Is it a
100%.
therapy to...
100% to get your music out there. There's loads of personal songs on 25 Forever, like Spoiler. We've translated a Welsh track as well, which is an exciting one. It's one that's been like translated into loads of different languages. So we were like, fuck it, let's do that one in English. But it was like a process of like...
Olia Kikia, is it that one?
Olia Kikia, Olia Cuckoo, swish, swish. Olia Kikia, oh.
That one.
Right.
Love that.
Yeah, so, no, what I was going to say. Yeah, no, it's...
you could do a version, and now I'm like thinking about it, like, that would be... No, but you could do like a fucking, like, insane,
Did you go to Jamboree? This is like a uniquely Welsh language schools experience when you'd have like Martin Geraint.
Jamboree.
That's how we learnt those songs.
Where was your school?
My school was Aberdare,
Okay.
and then Rydywine, and that's how I
Was
met
Aberdare
Bev.
where all the miners were?
Yeah, there's loads of mines around Aberdare.
So you are a coal miner's granddaughter.
I'm a coal miner's granddaughter, yeah.
Do you feel like that, like, when you think about your heritage, like, how much of
Yeah.
that do you think influences your work? And
Yeah.
even just your life in general?
Oh, defos. I feel like I'm a product of where I come from. I think everyone is really a product of where they come from, but yeah, I'm very aware that the South Wales valleys where I've grown up is a very different South Wales valleys to like where my grandparents like lived and worked. And yeah, my granddad, who was like a miner, he was like Polish, but he'd go like anywhere where there was work and worked really hard to kind of like keep and sustain the family. And yeah, I've got like a big like heritage of that, and I'm really aware of, you know, the valleys where my parents grew up in is a different place to where it is now. They, you know, grew up with massive industries like around them, and now like it's a really pretty picturesque place, like Aberdare and the valleys as a whole. I love it. But yeah, no, it's yeah, reflecting like on like a post-industrial Wales, a lot of the songs and like what that means, like where like Aberdare used to be like flourishing before, you'd have like, you know, now it's a bit different, but it's also a beautiful place like to live and grow up, you know. But yeah, now it's like more difficult to find jobs in those areas, whereas like back before, you know, when my parents were growing up, it was like a bustling kind of high street towns and stuff like that. So like really thinking about that, but also like some songs looking at like the impact of, I don't know, having, you know, grandparents or, you know, people who are like my dad's age, like coming away from those industries with like, you know, really like severe like health conditions, you know, like the impact of your actual labour, like doing like these dangerous jobs, you know, in furnace sites and in the valleys, and, you know, like Tata Steel now is closed in Port Talbot. You know, those are like dangerous big industries, and that's why we've got like so much like health and safety, and that's why it's a big thing in this, you know, country in Wales. But yeah, just thinking of that landscape, and what's nice about it is when you get like success on like an international level or like a national level, like around the UK, you get to take a little bit of Wales with you.
And represent as well.
Yeah,
like you are
represent,
representing.
baby. When we opened for Foo Fighters, I felt like I was representing Wales and rock and roll.
Do you feel like a pressure with that?
I
And a
love it.
responsibility? Yeah.
I love it. I feel lucky that my songs are kind of like given a platform, and the music that we make has a platform. And we've, you know, worked really, really tirelessly, like all musicians do, to be able to get to where we are. But it's, you know, it's a constant slog. You do it for the love, you know. And yeah, I love making music, and yeah, I try my best. I don't know, like when I was a kid, my parents were very much chucked me into like all of the activities and stuff like that, but they really egged me on to go to like, you know, drama clubs, and I played Snow White in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs when I was 17, and I was like, that was class. I had the best time ever, got to wear like a dress and everything. But yeah, that kind of element of like performance and expression, and I don't know, I was like bored a lot as like a teenager, so I was on the internet a lot, like thinking about music and listening to music, and you know, it was kind of like you're in this picturesque kind of place, but you've got, I don't know, you're bored, so you're listening to like, I don't know, Green Day and Nirvana and all those kind of like ones. And yeah, I've always had like my emo streak in me, even when I'd hid it.
There's no hiding your emo.
There's no hiding now. I'm like, I feel like I'm embracing it, and we're embracing like the emo with like the new record. Emo's back, baby.
I don't think emo ever went away.
I don't think it ever went away, but like I'm seeing people jumping on the rock music kind of vibe, which is like nice, you know.
I think it was Ozzy. Maybe Ozzy.
Yeah, maybe Ozzy died.
Maybe him dying kind of like restored a little bit of like
people
energy
were like, oh, we need to do it for what's called, R.I.P. Ozzy.
Yeah, man, I'm the god of rock and roll, Prince of Darkness, baby.
That was amazing.
Prince of Darkness.
I mean, you're kind of living the life. I mean, you kind of got the rock star thing. Like,
I really, it's fun. It's fun. I love to put like my rock star gear on and come out and do like rock star bits when I'm not doing my day job.
You've done amazing, but it's good to, but seriously though, it's good to reflect because you have done some amazing things. And I mean, like I was saying, I don't know if this has even been recorded or if I'll say it again, but you've done some amazing things. Like if you think about like where you've come from and like the valleys, you know, it's not the easiest place to perhaps come from. There is deprivation there, but there's so much talent as well. And there's like amazing artists, women artists. Like I think about like Meg Winston, I think about like Gina Tonic, I think about these like amazing people who are doing work like internationally, and they've come from like not the easiest upbringing, like working class.
We're literally from like the same area. Like I think like I'm from Aberdeen, Bev is from like Abercynon, and like Meg's like grandparents and stuff. She's from Abercynon ways as well, and it's there's something about like I don't know the homeliness of like I don't know I always think of the valleys and I think of my nan and I think of like I don't know spending time with these like older women, and it's just quite like it's like a little hug, you know. But I think it does, you know, teach you how to be humble when you're like from the valleys. But and you've got to put up with people making fun of your accent all the time. This happens all the time, and I'm like, oh, this is like glued in now, you know. I'm not gonna escape it. But sometimes it's like the first thing people do to me when they meet me.
I got a question for you, which is like, if you...
I know it's a bit rude, but okay, we'll go with it.
If like, I'm just thinking about like little baby Katie.
Oh, little baby Katie.
Like, what would you say to her, like, in terms of advice? What advice would you give to you? Like, you know, you're home, you're just, you know... just getting started, really. Like, is there something that you would say to yourself?
I would just be like, be humble, work hard, and don't be afraid to like take risks, I guess. Be creative, I would say. Sorry, that's like really shit advice.
No, it's not shit.
Advice.
No, it's good. No, but it sounds shit because it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's like good things will come. I feel like sometimes when you're a kid, you're like you want to be a rock star like instantly, but you know you've got to follow the path, and then the way the music industry works is if you get held back, you just got to keep on coming.
And you deserve, and another thing I would add to that is that you fucking deserve your place.
Oh, thanks, Chick.
And like, it's because of your hard work and all of that stuff, and that work ethic you probably got from your family and you got from people like your nan. And it's like, that's stuff that, you know, allow yourself to...
I think I'm dyslexic, so I think like my neurodiversity... I always mix them up. Like as a dyslexic person, loads of dyslexic people have like determination, and also like my bandmates are like very determined as well. So like that can kind of push you through, and you need it like as an artist really to be able to get things over the line. But it's really nice when you kind of tie it out all up and it's time to show now, you know, like, I love writing songs, and I think it's something that kind of keeps me going, keeps me happy, so.
we've talked a lot about success and your success, but I do want to actually, I think, in a way, what's more important than success is failure.
100%.
Is there like a failure that you're kind of like proud of, I suppose, or or a failure that you kind of like, you're like, you know what, I needed that. Like, what did that teach me? I needed...
Yeah. I've been sacked like multiple times in my life. And like my first job that I got sacked from. And I think like that had really taught me something. I was working in a furniture shop.
You got sacked from a lot of things.
I do.
You got a track record.
I got a track record. But like, it's bad. But, you know, I think, I am able to hold down a good job. But if I'm in a place where I'm really chaotic, like, it just happens, you know what I mean? It's redirection. But I think like sometimes when you lose a job or something like that, that can really impact on you and yourself. And you always go into like a different job or a different thing and you're like, oh my God, is the same thing gonna happen again? But, you know, it's circumstance, if like an employer is what they're worth. But what I do reflect back on that now, and I was like, I must have been a really annoying 17-year-old. And I'm not sure they could afford to keep me. Like, you know, it was a furniture shop on a high street in Aberdeen. And I think my mum had basically conned them into giving me a job anyway. So, yeah, I smashed like an £80 lamp. Yeah, I know.
I don't think that's a fireable offence, is it? I mean, like...
I know, but... I think they couldn't afford to keep me anymore, but they were like,
that was
she's
your day's
annoying
wages,
as fuck.
like done,
Yeah, I did offer to pay them back, but yeah.
Well, it's like you wouldn't be here now.
I know, I wouldn't
without
be.
that furniture shop, without that. How long were you there?
Shop.
A day?
Oh. I think it was like maybe it was like a summer when I was 17.
Okay.
I was like had the lead in Snow White and had my first job in a furniture shop, and I got sacked from my job in a furniture shop, and then I ended up flipping burgers down Cardiff what's called the stadium.
Oh yeah.
Cardiff City.
They're good burgers, they are.
Good burgers. Used to get like free burgers at the end of the shift sometimes if they had any left over. It was banging.
I'm hungry now.
I know, I'm starving.
IVTV.
I'm really proud of like the new songs like Straight Man. I'm scared of them, they're scared of me.
They are pretty scary.
They are pretty scary. They're like, as in, I think like with that...
Not all straight men.
Not all straight men.
Not all Hughes, not all straight men, okay?
Yeah, like we did like a campaign with the Welsh government called like Sound It Out, and I remember we were like all sat there like waiting to like, you know, get like an interview like this, and the producer had like said something about like negging. So basically it was like trying to ask, you know, men to have conversations with other men about their behaviour, you know, because like it's like the idea like when you're in a pub and there's like a gang of like straight boys and they can be really intimidating, and basically we were talking about like those negative behaviours, and like the producer basically like explained to me what negging was.
You didn't know?
I didn't know, and then I was just like, and then I was just thinking about like relationships that I'd kind of, you know, like those micro relationships you have when you're dating, or like someone that you think, you know, not my partner now, but like I was like...
Are you really going to wear that? Are you really going to... Yeah, like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
There was someone who'd said something to me like, and this is like disgusting. He's like, you've got a beautiful face, you've got beautiful breasts, but your feet, they're disgusting. And I was like, that's negging, that is, isn't it?
That's why I keep my socks on. That's why I keep my socks on.
Yeah.
You don't want to see my... I bet you... Right, we'll have a look at our feet now after this.
I know,
but like, my
apparently
feet
mine
are
disgusting.
twice as disgusting as
my
yours.
boyfriend loves my feet now, thank you.
That's amazing.
I
But
know,
that is... No, that's not... That's saying...
It's saying...
That's saying you're beautiful from your head to your ankle. that's like not, do you know what I mean? That's not...
Yeah, but also it's a way of like, oh, it's a compliment, and then a compliment, and then...
And then a put down.
And then a put down. And
Backhanded
like,
compliment. Oh,
it's like, it's literally the trenches out there. Like, it's the fucking trenches.
Telling
like,
me.
Date, yeah.
I'm single. I've given up.
You should get on Hinge, babes.
I am on Hinge.
You're on Hinge.
It's not...
Also, like, I was really lucky when I met my boyfriend on Hinge. Like, I feel like I caught a good one.
Oh, you did?
Like, I caught a good one at the right time. And I'm really fucking lucky because it's a hellhole out there. It's hard. It's the trenches.
My thing is, on these apps, it's like they say, oh, but I'm figuring out my relationship style, or I don't really want to date. I'm just looking for like fun or casual. And it's like
casual or
go to the club. Go
to the club.
Like,
but as in what you're essentially looking for is sex.
Yeah. This isn't like some sort of like...
This is not like, what is this? Like, what is this going to grow to be? But yeah, it is the trenches out there. But I was, chaos. My mum calls me Katie Chaos. But yeah, I love my boyfriend very much and I'm very lucky.
The current boyfriend.
The current boyfriend.
The current boyfriend, which, you know, good luck to you. Good luck, because it is fucking hard.
It's
and
fucking
like
hard
men
out there.
are just, I don't know.
Straight man.
What I found was that it was, I think for me as well, and I'm not gonna be the person who's like, women don't have any fucking responsibility, because I do think as a woman,
100%
it's knowing to fucking be like, you know what, no.
Yeah, and I got walked all over.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and you've got to have those experiences sometimes to be like, no more.
But I've realised looking back, it was the same story. It was the same,
I think
just different
I've
face.
heard this song before.
We're going to get copyright. I don't know what that is. You're singing all these songs, I don't even know what these songs are.
Taylor Swift, sorry.
Oh, no, fuck that. No, listen, we've already had the Taylor Swift drama. Polyamorous, if you're listening. It's going to happen. Still, I haven't forgot about our debate. But I found with men, it was almost like the same dynamic I was like playing out again and again and again. And it's like, I think it's a thing of like also a reflection of me and where I'm at that point in time. And I
sometimes you're not ready.
when you don't feel good about yourself, when you feel like you need validation, or you don't have self-esteem, or like a relationship like gives you that validation, that is tricky territory. Like, you need to be, I think if you're in a good place with yourself, then the right things will come in. It's manifestation. It's what you said about 100%. The thingy. You believed that you were going to have this fucking album. Yeah. You believed that you were going to have this success, and it happened for you because you had the belief and the conviction in yourself to work hard
to get there. Yeah. You gotta get there. And like at the time when I was dating, I didn't have any self-esteem, you know, like, and I was feeling really good about myself when I met my boyfriend, because I was like, hey babes, I'm opening for the Foo Fighters next year.
Did you always feel like...
I literally said that on our first date. I was a bit drunk. I was like,
oh my God, that's cool. That's a good flex though. Did you, like, as a question, like, did you always feel like you got more... like the work was easier than relationship? Like, did you always feel like that gave you a sense of control when maybe relationships didn't give you that? I
think maybe like I just felt sometimes when I'm single, you know, from my experience of being single, I felt lonely. Yeah. And it's nice when you're single because you've got so much time to like pour into like your friends and like, you know, your music. Like sometimes when you feel, I always use music and creativity to get me out of like a spot where I feel kind of shit about myself. Sometimes even like a song will be coming from like navigating that shit feeling and being able to like, it's like catharsis and make yourself feel better.
Therapy.
Yeah, therapy. And like, I need an outlet.
Because otherwise you go crazy.
Otherwise you go fucking crazy. Yeah, you need something to like keep you ticking over, and like, yeah, I love singing, and I'm really lucky to have my band, and like, yeah, it's Chroma's not just me, it's like, you know, Zach and Bev as well, and they're like a massive part of, we're like 3, so.
The power of 3.
The power of 3.
Charms. Which one are you?
I'm not sure.
Have you seen Charmed? You haven't seen Charmed?
I can't remember all the names.
Oh my
right
God.
now. I have seen Charmed, but like, I'm tired. I'm tired and dyslexic.
I want to be Prue. Prue was always my favourite, but then they killed her off.
Did they? Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, rest in peace, Shannon Doherty. We love you.
R.I.P.
So, fuck you, Alyssa Milano. You're a cunt. So, the next section.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is called Poison Ivy.
Oh!
So tell me about a time, it could be a toxic situation or a toxic person, and you had to break away from it.
Okay.
And you learned something from it. There was a lesson in that whole toxic mess.
Okay, so I was called silently fired for a job when I was touring, and it was just a cafe job, but it kind of kept me ticking over, like, as an artist and stuff like that. But yeah, got fired, found out through my mate, not the best situations, but I was so angry, and I was full of venom, and like literally, like, my duty manager had been in my dreams, and I was just like, there's nothing I can do about it, you know? And
who was your duty manager?
I'm not saying.
Can you tell me after? Tell me after the. I want to know.
I'll tell you after. But I don't know. That's just not a way as a manager to treat people. You know, just if you're gonna sack them, tell me to my fucking
Get some
face.
balls.
Tell me to my face. And I just couldn't be asked with it. I was like, okay, let's move on. Yeah, no, my mother-in-law. My boyfriend's mammy, she's like a witch from Sandfields, Port Talbot. She's also the cover girl on 25 Forever. And yeah, Mama Goth gave me this spell, which was you write their name on a piece of paper, you put it in a thing of water, and then you say to it, I mean you no harm, but I would like you frozen out of my life forever. Chuck it in the freezer. And then, yeah. So I think, like, the idea behind it is, like, let go of the rage. And that's what I really needed to do. I was just so fuming and I was so poisonous. I was very poison ivy at the time. And, you know, still financially recovering from it now. Thank you. Please tell me when I'm sacked. But, yeah. I was like, I mean you no harm, but I want you frozen up in my life forever. So I just, like, after that, just cracked on, you know? But yeah, you can't be doing that shit in this economy. Not good.
It's the thing of compassion, and I think it's sometimes you have to have uncomfortable conversations or uncomfortable things to say, like, hey, like this. They could have said to you, hey, this isn't working out, or you know, let's try and come to some sort of solution. But there's none of that.
Yeah,
and it's like
there's none of that.
The issue is the people who are the managers are the ones that need to be fucking so far away from those kind of jobs because they are not qualified to manage. They don't know how to manage.
It's like
they don't know.
Well, you don't care about me as a person, really. Like, you know, there's no questions around like, are you okay? What's going on here? Like, I probably had like 4 or 5 conversations with them, but I was always polite. I was always nice, and I always did try my best. You know, even though I was going through a kind of tough time when I lost that job. But yeah. Nah, don't do that to people, especially in this economy, because I remember them having ringing me or something like weeks later after I'd kind of found out about the full mess, and I was just like, nah, it's just because someone else has got a union in, you know what I mean, advocating for them. I can't be asked for this anymore. But yeah, sorry, I went into a complete yes, I was just like, no, I'll just go to sorcery instead.
But also, you don't want to be in an environment where you feel like you're not valued or you're not, you know,
that was really bad for my self-esteem as well, I think. Like, especially when you're like moving on and trying to find like other jobs. I'm in a really cool job now, like working in homelessness, and yeah, I wouldn't have got there. It's meaningful, it's good, and I love it, and I feel kind of respected in my workplace and taken care of, even though my job is probably harder now than when I was working, you know, in
Making
hospitality.
coffee.
I think like it's one thing to have like a poster in the like changing rooms, like just says that you care about people's mental health, and another thing to like actually treat people as disposable. It's not good.
Actions and words need to align.
Actions and words need to align. Yes, and maybe you wouldn't have like, I don't know, so many people going for therapy if you weren't a dickhead.
Did you go to therapy?
Things. I did have therapy last year. I feel like I want to do it again, but I don't feel like I'm in a space where I'm like, I need it right now. You know what I mean? I want to, what's called? Yeah. It's fucking expensive as well.
It is expensive.
60 quid a pop.
Yeah, I did 60 quid a pop, and I did about 6 months.
Yeah.
But I was doing it like every other week.
Oh,
so it was,
sake.
yeah,
I
I needed a bit more of an intensive, I found.
Yeah.
But it was...
It's good.
It's good.
Good shit.
But it's, you know...
Good shit.
These things we have to... And I think the thing is, like, you're talking about the anger. And, like, I think...
Yeah, you have to let go in order to get into a headspace where you can move on. And, like, yeah... Even though I can be like really venomous about, you know, whatever experience now, like I, you know, mean no hate in the world. I just think that's a bad way of treating people, and people might empathize with that experience.
And hurt
like
people,
I
hurt
didn't
people.
hurt people.
Like you, sorry, I interrupted. What were you saying? You didn't.
No, like maybe other people can empathize with that experience, but like, yeah, it's like embarrassing to lose a job in that way. But there's no shame in it at all. You gotta let go and move on.
It's
bigger and better things.
I find that anger is something that I haven't been great at dealing with in the past.
Right, okay.
I think I hold on to things more than I let on. And I think that like it's not even necessarily the anger at the person or the situation, it's the anger at myself.
Right.
And
okay.
it's like, I think it's that feeling of like, you know, how have I gotten in this situation? Like, and then it's like, I kind of like the self-blame comes in.
Yeah. And sometimes it's really reactive, isn't it? It's like fight or flight.
And when it's there, it feels like there's nothing else.
Yeah.
When you're in that angry mode, it's like there's nothing, that's all there is in front of you.
Yeah, you kind of like, I'd think about it. I would probably not be able to stop thinking about it.
You spiral.
Yeah, you spiral. So it's good to have like a little spell, chuck them in the freezer and move on.
That's the ritual, because you're putting the energy then
into the freezer. And then hopefully one of your nice housemates will, you know, chuck it in the bin when you need to defrost the freezer.
What happens if someone takes it out?
I don't know. I don't know.
So you did it on the venue, you did it on the space?
Not in the space in my house.
In a specific person?
I think one of my colleagues as well, because obviously I'm beloved. One of my colleagues did do the same thing in the freezer in the Zed Cafe. Yeah, while it was happening, and I felt like everyone had my back, and that was really nice. Thank you. But yeah.
It's yeah, fucking jobs.
Jobs.
Give me a break.
In.
Give us a break. Like we're not saving lives. We're making coffee. You know, it's like you're not. It doesn't have to be so fucking serious.
Yeah, just be nice.
Like,
just like actually like speak to people. Maybe.
Like human beings.
Maybe like, oh, we need to have a conversation. Not like.
Jump to the decision. It's like, but I think that's probably what upset you.
I didn't even have like any chance at all. I found out it was like, oh, tell Katie what so and so told you
Something
today.
happened in your childhood where they fucking triggered it. I fucking bet you.
I felt so triggered.
Was this,
I was just like.
I mean, you don't have to talk about what it was, but I bet was this.
I don't know.
It wasn't even.
I'm not sure.
There must have been something where I'm not going to try and diagnose you actually, but like there's.
Yeah, especially like when I've gone through bad periods of mental health, I feel like sometimes things can like happen and then you're just like, actually, that's not a good place for me, you know?
It brings you back
and
to
it brings you back to like when things were bad. But anyway, it's all good. Yeah, just do spells and hopefully that sorts things out. But yeah, no, I've very much like moved on from it now. So,
or just look
but
in the
it's
mirror.
not nice. It's not nice.
Just look in the mirror until Satan comes, and then make a deal with Satan. That's your other option.
Hey Satan.
Hey Satan.
Hey
Call me.
Satan. Call me.
I left you a voice message.
IVTV.
So our next section is IVY though. So I want you to talk to me about something that you're like, I completely don't even understand why this is even a thing. Like, how is this even? I just don't get it.
What is 6'7"? What's that? I don't know. I know like loads of kids keep on going like 6'7".
The meme of the old woman, and she's like, I don't know what it means.
I don't know what it means. I think like literally all of them are going like 6'7" all the time. Has it moved on yet? I don't know.
To 6'8".
I don't know. But like, is in 6'7", like, yeah, I don't get it. But all the kids are saying it these days.
I just Googled it and it went like this. Brain rot.
Oh, okay.
Acting as a popular, often meaningless brain rot slang term by Generation Alpha.
Oh.
It conveys a feeling of ambiguity, sometimes used to mean so-so or as a nonsensical expressive exclamation. Wow. The more you learn on IVTV. Listen, we are an educational podcast. I just want to thank you so much for coming on. Because like I feel like we've unpacked so much, and I feel like this conversation has been really rich. Is there anything else that you want to like say, or you feel like?
Okay, I've got tour dates.
Yes, tell us where we can find you. Tell us, you know.
So, 25 Forever will be out on the 17th of April. It's one of the albums I'm most proud of. I've only got 2, and the other one's all right as well. Well, it's pretty good. Ask for Ange, she's a babe. But we will be playing Club Iverbach on the 16th of April, and we're doing a UK tour. So we're doing a Hyde Park, what's called Book Club in Leeds. If you live in Leeds, please fucking come. Manchester on the 18th, what's called 22nd of April, we're playing Old Blue Last in London. So please come. 23rd of April, we're playing Southampton. And then then we're in Focus Wales. And I am being to Wrexham. Like, I haven't played Focus Wales in ages, and I'm so fucking excited to play Focus Wales again. Like, I am a legend in Focus Wales. Like, last time, I remember like setting my bag on fire, giving myself a concussion with a microphone. Like, I'm a wild girl in Focus Wales.
Were you on substances?
No,
what the hell?
I was a little bit drunk, but I smacked myself in the chin with a microphone in Focus Wales one year and gave myself a concussion. But it's going to be
Is
lit.
it the adrenaline, do you think? It's like the
I think I jumped into the crowd, and then I went like that, dunk, and then I smacked my head back like that, and then I had to go to what's called Landoc Hospital because I got referred through my GP. There's no A&E there. If you live in the Cardiff area, you've got to go Heath. But but my cousin took me, and this is art.
Injuring yourself.
I'm not going to injure myself though. I'm going to try my best not to.
I would hope that you don't get another concussion.
Yeah, but what's called, this album is a really good one that we put loads of work in. Please come buy a ticket for our show. We know like times are hard at the moment, but come and watch some rock music. It's going to be good.
It's important, and thank you so much for coming on. Is there, before we go, a lot of this podcast is about obviously uplifting like Welsh artists, Welsh creatives like yourself. But also, is there anybody that you kind of want to give a shout out to that perhaps you'd like to see on IVTV?
Oh, who would I love to see on IVTV? Oh my God. M Coco would be good on IVTV. Big up M Coco. Big up Mert as well. God, I hate these bits because you're just like kind of, I don't know, because I've got so many friends who I think would be amazing. James Minas, he'd be fab on this episode.
Yeah.
What's called Cooksy. Wait, you should do Cooksy from what's called, I don't know, Tropical Independent Wales.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know who I love at the moment? Kitty Ferrari.
Oh my God, you should so get Kitty on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt, because I haven't met her
Kitty,
properly, so, but I feel like she would be...
She would be fab.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would be fab. Yeah, Kitty. Come on.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or like Ren as well. Ren.
There's a lot. Ren's not in Cardiff.
Ren's in Manchester now. Ren did our Straight Men music video. Ren's amazing.
Amazing videographer.
Amazing videographer.
Thank you for spreading the love. And just, yeah, I think it's a great message. I can't wait to hear the album.
Oh, thanks.
And thank you guys for listening in or watching, whichever. And I will see you when I see you. Thank you. And next time. No, thank you. Wait, I'll do that again. I will see you when I see you, and thank... what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I will see you when I see you. Until next time on...
IVTV. IVTV.